Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome into another VR accessibility overview. And this one is for Crave, that is available on Steam for PC VR, PS5 for PSVR 2, which is what I was playing on, and on the Meta Quest 2, 3, 3S, and Pro. Is Steam VR supported? At least according to the Steam page, it is OpenXR only that has to be used with the Valve Index, MetaQuest headsets, just says MetaQuest, and PlayStation VR. I'm assuming the PSVR 2 with the adapter. There is no visible setting for a seated mode in this, but you can 100% play this game seated. It does even say that, I believe, on the MetaQuest store and the PlayStation store. Okay, as far as changeable controls go, you can change which hand is your dominant hand, which decides what tools appear on your hands with button presses. Whether it be the piton appears on both hands, or piton, not sure how you pronounce that. That appears on both hands, but whether it is the scraper to get the gunk off your gloves or the hammer, the hand choice will depend. With that said, if you want to move with the right stick, aka like left-handed controls, you will have to either use the Steam rebinds. I believe those are usable with OpenXR. Do not quote me on that. I haven't been on PC VR in a very long time. But you can also go into the accessibility settings on a PS5. Make sure you are in the PSVR 2 to get the controllers to pop up in the settings. And then same goes if you're on a MetaQuest headset. You can of course go into the accessibility settings on the headset and swap the sticks there as well, so you can play it with that style instead. Now for movement types, you have smooth movement only with the stick, and then of course physical movement, which is you grabbing the cave interior to pull yourself through, which you will be doing a lot to traverse the caves. You'll honestly, in my opinion, be using that a lot more than even the stick, but you know that it is still worth being mentioned. The stick only really gets used for movement in like big open spaces, not so much anywhere else. Now for turning types, you of course have snap turning, smooth turning, and then physical turning if you happen to be standing or in a swivel chair to play this game. There are no colorblind modes in this game. I don't really know how they would have done it to begin with, since most of what you see is cave, which is just kind of like a tannish brown color as you're seeing. It's not a whole lot to it, but if you do need colorblind modes and that kind of stuff, if you're on a MetaQuest headset, you can go into the headset's accessibility settings and go into visual, and then from visual go to color correction, and you will have the typical 3 colorblind modes that you see usually in non-VR games these days to select from. Once you have one set, do keep in mind that it changes everything on the headset, whether or not you are in or out of a game or app. Closed captions or subtitles? That's a yes. They are on by default. You're seeing it. The footage is me playing through some of the story, and there is dialogue, and it all is subtitled, so you can see it. You cannot change anything like color or give it a background so you can see it easier. You can't do that. So if you need something like that, most of this game is relatively dark, so the yellow is pretty easy to see. But again, if you need the colorblind settings or anything like that to help you see it better, they're at least there on the MetaQuest headsets. If you're on anything else, you're kind of screwed. Now, difficulty. There are no actual difficulty levels. There's not like an easy, medium, hard for caves. It's kind of, the difficulty itself is coming from the caves. And if you check your watch, which depending on what your dominant hand is, I believe that's the wrist it'll be on. So for me, it's on my left in game. If you hold that up, you do have a timer to get through each cave. The timer is for your headlamp. It will go out, and then you will essentially have lost. So you do need to be able to get through, explore, and get back out before that hits 0. That's kind of where the difficulty comes from. And there are a lot of caves that come from, like, that go from, oh, this is, it's an alright size, it's easy, easier, it's manageable. You get out with maybe, a good number of minutes left on the timer and all that stuff, to, holy crap, I only have a few minutes left, I'm lost, kind of thing. That's where all the difficulty is. Now, upper body and arm movement levels. I think y'all know what this is going to be before I even say it. Considering the fact, all the things you have to do with caving in this game, as well as real life, it's a full. It's 100% a full. With the fact that your arms get used more than the analog stick to move in this game, you need full extension between just pulling yourself through things to placing the pitons and climbing to so much other stuff. It's not going to be doable unless you have that full extension, sadly. And as a little additional note here, this probably should have been mentioned earlier. You have been seeing it as you are right now. If you are claustrophobic, this is not going to do you any favors. I would recommend not playing this. Because I would guess, I'm not claustrophobic, but I would guess in VR, this would really mess with anyone that does, possibly cause panic, even with it being a game. So I just want to put that out there. You may want to steer clear, because there is so much in this that, I don't even know how it would be handled. Again, because I'm not claustrophobic. If I did this in real life, I'd probably become claustrophobic. But yeah, I just want to put that as an additional note here at the end of the video. And that is going to do it for the end of this VR accessibility overview for Crave. Hopefully this video helps you, or it can help somebody you know. Maybe you were on the fence, or they were on the fence, whether or not it can be played and enjoyed. Hopefully this video does what I want it to, which is to help. That's why I make these. And if you haven't, this is my 102nd VR accessibility overview video, and this will be the, I believe, 138th set of notes. If you're new, Down in the description, right at the top, there will be a link to a Google spreadsheet. In there, you will see every set of notes I've ever done, new and old, including the notes for this game. And you will see next to a lot of them, you will see the direct link to the YouTube video overview as well. And yeah, give that, use that, or give it to somebody you know who could use it. Maybe there are so many games that I've covered. Maybe there are some more that you didn't know if you could play, or a friend didn't know if they could play, and that could help them. But yeah, share that around. That's more important to me to get shared than just a video. But yeah, hope you're having a great day or night whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will see you later. Alright, bye!